All right. The diehards are still here. Give yourselves a hand for making it to 10:19 on a Thursday evening. Thank you so much for sticking around. We're not that far off schedule, actually. We're only about 10 minutes behind schedule, which I would say is pretty miraculous for a Jewish event. Before we go any further, I want to say a few thank yous. First of all, our incredible sound man, Jason Laprade, who's doing a fantastic job all evening. Thank you, Jason. The hardest working guy in the building. He's been at it for many, many hours and making everything sound and look beautiful. And I also want to give a shout out, I don't know if she's in the room, but Sharoni Sibony, who is really the engine behind this event. Sharoni, are you there? No, she's not. Oh, she's outside in the hall. Well, yeah, so big thanks to Sharoni, who really has driven this entire event. And of course, all the other organizations who have contributed to the programming. It's really gratifying to be part of an event like this that involves so many different organizations and brings their communities together to celebrate. So I think that's really all I had to say. I kind of put my foot in my mouth a couple times earlier tonight talking about looking for new blood and new performers. And here we are presenting two very old friends who are no strangers to Ashkenaz programming. I have nothing more to say about them. They're fantastic guys that are institutions in Toronto. Please welcome to the stage Brian Katz, Martin Van de Ven, the Collected Stories Project.
Thank you, Eric. Lovely to be here. Yeah, okay. So
the institutions are going to play you a tune called Nicht gesorgt.
the institutions.
Not to worry.
That's our new name, the institutions.
The institutions. A new band name.
So Nicht gesorgt, don't worry. And of course, it's really hard these days not to worry. That's for sure. This tune's originally attributed to the great Klezmer clarinetist Dave Terry. In fact, we've given it a new title called "Don't Worry, You Can't Fall Off the Floor," and you know, in these very pause and breathe. Called Music for Health and Wellness, and one of the things that's been researched a lot around music and wellness is just music as a distraction. I find myself, even as a musician, like right now, we're going to get into some improvisations, and I'm kind of like, you know, got some creative anxiety going, you know, the good kind of anxiety. And once we're in it, like, I'm going to be distracted. So enjoy the journey with us. Nicht gesorgt.
Thank you. So we're going to do a tune by my other favorite Jewish clarinetist, Naftali Brandwein. It's called Terkeshiel Viovetanz, and Naftali Brandwein kind of introduced this dance to the repertoire by making a bunch of recordings in the 20s and 30s. We think he got some of them from the Greek repertoire, actually. We're not quite sure. And some of them he would have written. So that's kind of cool about this style of folk music, is that we have early examples of people actually composing this stuff for our continued enjoyment. And then we're going to follow that up with a Romanian tune, which is also a dance called a hepar. All right, so these next ones, so as we spend our time swirling around the sun once a year, and we come up to sort of an important milestone where we hit the darkest day of the year, it's a time when we kind of reflect and think and take some time off and try to figure out who we really are, hang out with our family and friends. And Brian Katz wrote a series of very beautiful melodies to kind of contemplate, and he calls them healing steps. And we're going to do for those for you now. A little seasonal music.
First one's in the style of a Romanian hora with some modern touches. And the second one is very much in the style of a Hasidic nigun. And you'll know when to join in, but I'll invite you in. Oh, God. I need to tune a little bit.
Okay.
It's not perfect, but what is? So I think we have time for the bass clarinet since Martin schlepped it.
Yeah. I forgot about that one. Okay.
We're going to do Glitzianer Tanz. It's also somewhat of a staple in the Klezmer world.
It's an institution, like us.
And another institutional tune from the institutions. And we're going to have some fun with it because, you know, it's that time of night to have fun.
Okay, I would like.
Thank you, thank you. We're going to leave you with one other sweet, short piece. Martin described it the other night. We were playing a concert last weekend, and he said it's like perfect piece, perfect story, he said. And indeed, we call our project the Collected Stories Project because that's what we've been doing. We've been collecting stories. We've all been collecting stories, of course. Stories take many forms, and music, of course, is a whole lot more, as we know, than notes. There's just so much inherent, the stories from which the music comes. So thank you for sharing tonight and with your beautiful, big listening ears. And we wish you all lots of light for the season of light. And it's great. It's beautiful to be here with all of you. This is the Kosakotsky Share.
Brian Katz and Martin Van de Ven, Collected Stories. Thank you so much. There is more programming, I believe, for the next 75 hours. So
this becomes the holiest time of the night where we're a little more intimate. So I encourage you to stick around. I think that then there's blanket weaving. So excuse me that I can't remember the title of it, but it's moved to here, to this space. So just if you're attending that, the venue is different than what you see on your page. We're so glad you've been here. Please stick around for the last while, and maybe we could give one more hand for that magnificent music. And for Ashkenaz and the fabulous concerts all night. Yeah. Thank you, Jason.